Going to start out just by standing with our feet hip width and parallel. We'll take our hands down by our side. Inhale your arms out and all the way up. Then dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Then inhale, come to a flat back tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Take your right knee to the ground. Take your left knee to the ground. Plant your hands flat. Then point your feet. Send your knees just a tiny bit wider than they are and send your big toes to touch. Then sit your butt back on your heels. Stack your hands with your elbows pointed out to the side and lower your forehead down onto the pillow of your hand. Stay with your forehead melted down and your butt pulling backwards. You've arrived in a child's pose. Feel a stretch, not only on your folded legs, but a stretch to your back. Feel a rest, not only to your front body, but to your back body. Then lift your forehead up and rearrange yourself back to all fours with your hands right under your shoulders. You'll move your knees right under your hips and you'll tuck your toes the opposite of pointing. Come up onto high finger pads and step your left foot inside of your left thumb. Step your right foot inside of your right thumb. Straighten your legs. Inhale, come to a flat back tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and up. Dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your right leg long back behind. Keep your torso parallel to the ground and reach your arms out to a T, then rise up. Take your back knee into your chest, your hands clasp over the shin, then go back to that lunge with your arms to a T. So it's knee in and then lunge. Two more, knee in, airplane. One more, knee in, airplane. Keep your back heel different. It's instead of having your whole back sole of the foot down, the heel is pointed towards the sky. So you're in this lunge position. Let's twist over to the left and come back to center. Three more, left and center. Two more, left and center. One more, left. Let's stay to the left. Descend your back knee down. Turn your palms up and lean backwards. Stay leaning backwards, but look forward to the inside of your right arm. Lift your back knee. Return to a high lunge with both arms up. Step forward to a forward bend with your hands down. Inhale, come to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Send your left leg long back behind. Keep your back heel lifted. Reach your arms out to an airplane pose with your torso parallel to the ground. Then rise up. Take your left knee into the chest, hands clasp over the shin. Then go back to a lunge with your arms in T. So we're coming in and back. Two more. In and back. One more. In and back. Twist over to the right and come back to center. Three more. Twist and center. Two more. Twist and center. One more. Stay in the twist. Descend your back knee down. Point your back foot. Lean backwards. Stay leaning backwards. Tuck your back toes. Look forward to the inside of your left arm. Lift your back knee. Take both arms up. You're in a high lunge. Step to a forward bend. Your hands come down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your right leg backwards. Take your whole back foot down. Reach your arms forward and up. Step your back foot forward. The feet are apart. Your knees are bent. You're in a chair pose. Go down to a low lunge with the right leg backwards and back up to chair with the feet apart. So it's a low lunge and chair. 2 more. Low lunge and chair. 1 more. Stay with the low lunge. Take your back foot down. Swirl around to warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten your front leg. Hips backwards. Torso forward. Left hand, left leg. Come to triangle. Trikonasana. Breathe here. Bend your front knee, take both hands down, lift your back heel, step to a plank position, top of a push-up. Tap your right knee outside your right elbow, go back to a plank. Right knee, right elbow, and plank. 2 more. Right knee, right elbow, and plank. 1 more. Right knee, right elbow, and plank. Go to downward facing dog. Look between your hands and bend your knees and hop your feet forward in between your hands. Separate your feet hip width and parallel. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and up. Dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your left leg long back behind. Take your back foot down, reach your arms forward and up. You're in a warrior 1. Step your back foot forward, your feet apart, your knees bent. You're in a chair pose. Go backwards to a low lunge and chair with the feet apart. Low lunge and chair. Low lunge and chair. 1 more low lunge. Stay with a low lunge. Take your back foot down. Come up to warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten your front leg. Hips backwards, torso forward. Right hand, right leg. Left arm to the sky. You're in triangle. Breathe here. Bend your front knee, take both hands down, step to plank position, top of a push-up. Tap your left knee outside your left elbow, go back to plank. Left knee, left elbow, plank. 2 more, left knee, left elbow, plank. 1 more, left knee, left elbow, plank. Bend your elbows, take your body halfway down to the ground. Pull through upward facing dog. Your pedicures are on the ground. Your knees and your thighs are off the ground. Tuck your toes, go to downward facing dog. Do that again. Come forward to plank. Go halfway down, chaturanga. Pull through up dog. Go backwards, downward facing dog. Look between your hands and bend your knees and hop your feet forward in between your hands. Inhale, come to a flat back tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and up. Dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your right leg long back behind. Take your whole back foot down. Reverse cartwheel your arms. Come up to warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Shape shift to a high lunge. Your back heel is lifted off the ground. Bend your back knee as your hands come to prayer. Your back knee touches the ground. Then the knee lifts as the arm lifts. So you're doing it simultaneously, coming down and up. 2 more. Down and up. 1 more. Down. Let's stay down. Twist to the left and return to center. 3 more. Left and center. 2 more. Left and center. 1 more. Left. Take your right elbow outside your left knee and your left elbow to the sky. But instead of your hands landing in front of your face or in front of your left shoulder, lift your torso away from the ground so your hands are landing more at your heart center. Split your arms and lift your back knee. Return up to a high lunge. Come to warrior 2. Take both hands down to frame your front foot. Lift your back heel. Step to a downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky behind you. It's a down dog split. Tap your right knee outside your right elbow. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Go up onto high finger pads. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Turn your heels in and toes out. Squat down, your hands are in prayer. Your butt is lifted off the ground. Take your hands down to high finger pads. Lift your butt, fold over. Walk your feet back into hip width and parallel. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and up. Dive forward, your arms go out to the sides and down. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Step your left leg long back behind. Take your whole back foot down. Swirl around to a warrior two. Reproduction 2. Shape shift to a high lunge. Make sure you're lifting your back heel off the mat. Then take your back knee down as you simultaneously take your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Then lift the knee and lift the arms. So we're going down and up, down and up, down. Let's stay down, twist to the right and return to center. Right and center, two more, right and center, one more, twist to the right, take your left elbow outside your right knee, right elbow to the sky, look up to see your thumb. Instead of your hands landing in front of your face or in front of your right shoulder, lift your torso away from the ground so your hands land more at heart center. Split the arms and lift your back knee. Come up to a high lunge. Return to warrior two. Take your hands down, you're in a low lunge. Step to a downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky behind you. You're in down dog split. Left knee outside left elbow. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Go up onto high finger pads. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Let the heels narrow in and the toes point out. As you squat down, your hands in prayer, your butt is lifted off the ground. Take your hands down, lift your butt, straighten your legs, turn your toes forward, walk your feet under your hips. Inhale, come to a flat back tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and all the way up. Take your arms out to a T shape and tap your right foot out to the right side, then come back with the feet hip width apart. Right foot, return. 3, return. 4, return. 5, return. 6, return. 7, return. 8, do with the left foot. Tap, return the feet hip width. 2, return. 3, return. 4, return. 5, return. 6, return. 7, return. 8, take your hands down by your side, fold forward, your fingers tap outside your feet, come back up to stand, the hands are down by your side. So you're just hinging from your hips, forward and up. 3, forward and up. 4, forward and up. 5, forward and up. 6, forward and up. 7, forward and up. 8, forward. Let's add on to that. When we hinge forward, we'll bend our knees. When we're standing up, the legs are straight. So hinge forward, bend your knees. Stand up, your legs are straight. 2, down and up. 3, down and up. Your torso's parallel to the ground, not parallel towards your legs. So parallel and up. Do it 3 more times. Down and up. 2 more. Down and up. 1 more. Down and up. We're going to add those 2 things together. So we'll squat down just like we were doing with the knees bent. When we come up, we'll take the arms to a T and we'll tap the right toes out. Squat down, come up. 2 down and up, 3 down and up, 4 down and up, 5 down and up, 6 down and up, 7 down and up, 8 down. Let's do it on the left leg, down and up, 7 down and up, 6 down and up, 5 down and up, 4 down and up, 3 down and up, 2 down and up, 1 down and up. Come to stand, your hands down by your side. Take your hands to hold on to your hip bones. Lift your right leg out to the side, the foot's pointed, step it down. 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, left side, out, the feet hip width apart, point, step it down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8. Now, when we lift the right leg and then alternate and lift the left leg, we'll reach the arms out to the side. When the feet are down under the hips as they are now, the hands will be on the hips. So it's right leg, down, left leg, down, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Bend your knees and take your hands to touch outside of your feet. Take your right knee to the ground behind you. Take your left knee to the ground behind you. Take your hands to your hips. You're standing on your knees. Your knees are hip width apart. Your feet are hip width apart. Point your feet and take your arms out to a T. Turn your palms forward. Give yourself a hug with your right arm on top and sit your butt backwards on your heels. Your feet are pointed. Come up, open your arms. Right arm comes on top as you sit, and then you open as you lift your butt off your heels. 3 down and up. 4 down. Let's do it with the left arm on top. 4 down and up. 3 down and up. 2 down and up. 1 down. Let's come up and turn the palms down. Take your hands to your hips. Tuck your toes. It's the opposite of pointing. Sit your butt back on your heels. Your toes are tucked. You're stretching the arches of your feet. You're stretching your toes. Let your hands come behind you on high finger pads. Your fingers face away. Lift your butt off your heels, then lower your butt. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. 1 more. Lift your butt. Step your right foot forward. Walk your hands forward. Lift your back knee off the ground. Straighten both of your legs. Lower your head down. Maybe your back heel touches straight backwards and down. Walk your back foot forward. Inhale to a tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Take your hands forward of your feet. Take your left knee to the ground. Take your right knee to the ground. Keep your toes tucked. Take your hands to your hips. Sit back on your heels. Your toes are tucked. Walk your hands behind you. Fingers face away. Finger pads are on the ground. Lift your butt up and down. 3 up and down. 2 up and down. 1 up. Step your left foot forward. Walk your hands forward. Lift your back knee. Straighten both legs. Maybe your back heel goes straight backwards and down. Walk your back foot forward. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, fold over. Sweep your arms out and all the way up. Keep your right arm up. Lower your left arm forward and down. Your left palm touches your left thigh. Side bend over to the left and come up. 3 more. Side bend over to the left and come up. 2 more. Over left and up. 1 more. Left, stay here. Glide your right arm back by your right ear and look up to the inside of your right arm. While you're stretching to the left, ground down through the outside of your right heel. Look straight ahead and rise up. Lower your right hand down by your side. Take both arms straight up to the ceiling. Let your left arm come forward and down, your left palm facing your left thigh. Lower your right hand down, your right palm facing your right thigh. Reach both arms up. Keep your left arm straight up to the sky. Lower your right palm to touch your right thigh. Side bend over to the right and come up. 3 more. Right and come up. 2 more. Right and come up. 1 more. Right. Stay side bending to the right. Glide your left arm back by your left ear and look up to the left. While you're side bending to the right, push down to the outside of your left foot. Look straight ahead, rise up, take both arms to the ceiling. Clasp your hands behind your head and arc backwards like you're presenting your heart to the sky. Lengthen the back of your neck like you're reaching yourself and stretching over a huge beach ball behind you. Come upright, side bend to the right, then go over to the left. From left, go to the right. Come back to center, lower your hands down by your side. Shrug your shoulders up, back, and down. 3 more. Up, back, and down. 2 more. Up, back, and down. 1 more. Up, back, and down. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lift your knuckles away from your body. Drop your forehead down to the ground. Your knuckles go overhead. Release your hands outside of your feet. Bend your knees deeply. Take your right knee to the ground behind you. Take your left knee to the ground behind you. Plant your hands flat. Point your feet. Take your feet over to the right. Walk your hands backwards. Sit behind your knees. Take your left palm and plant it flat outside of your left hip. Your fingers face away from you. Take your right hand to your right hip. You're holding on with your fingers forward and your thumb back. Let your right shin float forward a little bit so that it's more parallel to the wall out in front of you. Exactly where your right knee is, stamp your right foot down. And then return that shin parallel to the wall in front of you. We have 2 sets, 2 stamp and return. 3, return. 4, return. 5, return. 6, return. 7, return. 8, do it again. 8, return. 7, return. 6, return. 5, return. 4, return. 3, return. 2, return. 1, return. Take both hands over to the left. Walk your hands away from you, shoulder distance apart on high finger pads. Then plant your hands down and take your elbows down. Lift your right arm to the ceiling. Scoop this right arm inside of the left. 7 up and scoop. 6 up and scoop. 5 up and scoop. 4 up and scoop. 3 up and scoop. 2 up and scoop. 1 up and scoop. Stay with the scoop. Look past your left shoulder. Then return your right elbow down. You're on forearm. Breathe here. Look between your thumbs so you're getting length in your spine. Length not only in the front of your neck, but in the back of your neck as well. Lift your elbows up. Come up onto high finger pads. Walk your hands closer to you. Come back to center. Come to hands and knees. Facing me, you're on all fours. Keep your feet pointed and sit your butt back on your heels. Then come forward with your shoulders over your wrists. 3 more. Go backwards. Come forward. 2 more. Go backwards. Come forward. 1 more. Go backwards. Come forward. Let's take the feet over to the left and sit back behind the heels, behind the knees. Take your right hand outside your right hip. Your palm is face down, your fingers face away from you. Take your left hand to hold on to your left hip bone. Move your left shin more parallel to the wall in front of you. Both of your feet are flexed. Exactly where your left knee is, step your left foot down and then return. 2 sets, return. 3, return. 4, return. 5, return. 6, return. 7, return. 8, do it again. 8, return. 7, return. 6, return. 5, return. 4, return. 3, return. 2, return. 1, return. Keep the legs as they are. Take both hands over to your right. Walk your hands away from you. Come up onto these high finger pads. Breathe here. Then plant your hands flat and bend your forearms down to the ground. Take your left arm to the ceiling. Scoop your left arm inside the right. 8, lift it up. 7, lift it up. 6, lift it up. 5, up. 4, up. 3, up. 2, up. 1, stay in the twist. Look past your right shoulder. Then return your left elbow to the ground. Look between your thumbs that you're getting a stretch not only to the front of your neck, to the back of your neck as well, as the crown of your head reaches forward. Lift your elbows up, go up onto high finger pads. Then walk your hands in close to you. Then come to sit with your feet out in front. Your knees are bent. Have your butt close to your heels. Take your hands to your shins. Pull back on your shins. Inhale, arch your spine and look up to the sky. Exhale, round, look in and pull your spine backwards. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. 2 more. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. 1 more. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look in. Sit upright with your spine tall. Extend your right leg long out in front of you. Walk your left knee closer into you. Clasp your hands over the shin. You're pulling back, like you're pulling back on something that you can sit up even taller. Breathe here. Take both arms to the inside of this left knee. Be mindful that you're not popping the left knee out to the side, that it's still hugging in, and walk your hands forward. Breathe here. Come back up. Let's switch the legs. The left leg goes long. The right knee comes into your chest. Clasp your hands over the shin. As you pull back on the shin, you're able to sit up even taller. Let's take both arms to the inside of this leg and come forward over the left leg. Be mindful that the right knee doesn't pop out to the side, that it's still hugging in towards your right shoulder. Come back up, clasping the hands over the shin. Re-extend both legs long out in front of you. Flex your feet. Take your hands down by your side. Lift your heart. Breathe here. Take your hands to prayer in front of your heart. I hope you enjoyed this morning stretch. My name is Marissa.